Perfectionism paralysis. What does that mean? How does it affect me? And what am I actively doing to combat that today? Perfectionism is always something that has held me back in life. I want something to be perfect before it hits the market, before it hits my social media page, before it goes out to my patient base. I'm always worried about how polished something is, which can really put some handcuffs and really hold you back in life. And the reason is because when is something perfect? When is something ready? The answer is potentially never. Everything is a working action. That's how you get clarity on these things. How has this affected me as a busy business owner, father, husband? I spend a lot of my days here trying to grow my business, right? And one of the things that I do is I created a podcast. And early on, I was worried about everything being perfect, the lighting being perfect, the audio being perfect, everything looking polished as if it came out of a $100,000 studio. And in reality, I was shooting off of an iPhone with a ring light in an office like this. I'm never gonna be able to achieve that. And that held me back for a long time to release episodes because I was worried about how it looked. And then one day it clicked and I realized that if I never started to put things out, I would never be able to iterate on my weaknesses and my flaws within that podcast. I would forever be held back and would never be able to advance and get bigger guests and have episode upon episode that I'm currently able to do now. So one way that I'm actively combating this perfectionism is by something called messy action. Messy action is basically taking what you've got and putting it to market, putting it out. That is what allows you to have clarity and see the things that you need to change. It takes away a lot of the paralysis, it takes away a lot of the stress, and then you can make iterations based on what you are seeing and how the public or your customer is consuming this and responding to this. Almost every successful business owner that I've ever met does action quickly. And what that means is they're not just throwing things at the wall to see if they'll stick. They've got the experience to know roughly what's gonna work and what's not, but they put things out, they put things to market, they try things before they really sit down and make sure everything is perfect. Because a lot of times when you take that much time to make sure everything's perfect, it's already too late. It's already past, you've lost the motivation, you gotta put things out quickly. You've got to go fast. Speed and quickness is what makes a successful entrepreneur better than someone that sits around and plays perfection chess. I've seen it time and time again with the business owners and entrepreneurs that I've been around. And it's something that you should implore in your life, whether it be at work, whether it be at the gym, whether it be with creating content like this. Messy action is going to win every day over the perfection because it's only going to paralyze you and delay what could potentially be the next big thing for you.